It's time for your traffic report at 8:30 a.m. Traffic movement around the Gauteng city region is flowing smoothly this morning, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting into work if you're going to be able.
Welcome to 2030, the modern Gauteng. Spatial planning has transformed the Gauteng city region into a cosmopolitan, integrated region of world-class cities. The melting pot of different communities where people live, work and play in an integrated, accessible and sustainable environment. The economy is booming. Businesses are eager to invest. Cost of living for young and old is affordable and SMMEs are flourishing. Streets are alive and bustling with people walking and cycling, while affordable and accessible public transport has become the preferred mode of travel for all. In addition, the Gauteng city region has refocused the position of rail not only for public transport, but in particular in support of freight and logistics that has opened up opportunities nationally and across Africa. This is the new Gauteng city region. An inspired, integrated, accessible and sustainable Gauteng city region. How is this future possible? This future is possible by understanding and learning from our past. Let's take a look at and understand our past. Gauteng, formerly known as Pretoria Witwatersrand Vereniging area, was carved out of the old Transvaal province in 1994. After the discovery of gold in 1886, the region proceeded to become the single largest gold producer in the world, and the city of Johannesburg was founded. During the apartheid era, cities were demarcated for whites only. Laws excluded people of color from cities, while those located in city areas were segregated into undesirable peripheral townships to control their movement, which resulted in a sprawled polycentric city divided across racial lines. The Gauteng province today is in many respects drastically different from the nation that emerged from apartheid nearly 2 decades ago. Gauteng province has the highest population in the country, estimated at 12.7 million people across the small land area of 18,000 square kilometers. Nowhere is this more evident than in the urbanized areas in Gauteng. Historically, Gauteng was spatially planned to separate and segregate. As far as Gauteng has progressed since 1994, the spatial legacy of apartheid planning remains, compounded by aging infrastructure and resource limitations, the need for affordable housing at scale, population growth spurred on by migration and urbanization, over-reliance on private mobility and insufficient public transport options, persistent poverty and unemployment. Realigning Gauteng's trajectory towards a desirable spatial vision requires all stakeholders to work as a collective. The Gauteng Spatial Development Framework 2030 aims to achieve this over the next 15 years, whilst also addressing the National Development Plan 2030 and giving spatial effect to the 10-pillar program of transformation, modernization and reindustrialization.
During the State of the Province address on the 27th of June, when we presented our 10-pillar program for transformation, modernization and reindustrialization of our province, hereinafter referred to as the TMR. And this is one of the critical reasons why in the TMR you have a specific pillar there that focuses on modernization of human settlements and urban development. And the emphasis is to plan.
Now let's take a moment to understand how Gauteng is working towards implementation of the transformation, modernization and reindustrialization. In its 5 corridors, steps are being taken to ensure shared growth. Unlike the townships of the old, new accessible mixed-income human settlements are being implemented to give effect to the principles of live, work and play. In order to realize this, we need to enable city efficiencies by densifying, diversifying and intensifying. these become the non-negotiable building blocks for the Gauteng city region's future. These aspirations are already being planned out through the regeneration of inner city areas such as Maboneng, Braamfontein and West Capital, Tshwane CBD, and through new large-scale initiatives such as Corridors of Freedom, effecting compaction, mixed-use development, social cohesion and sustainability with a focus on transit-orientated developments. New mega human settlements are being proposed across the Gauteng city region to provide affordable housing at scale. A key component of an integrated city is its public transport system. Through its rail commuter network, Gautrain has changed the perception of public transport in Gauteng, while creating opportunities for the revitalization of key nodes, including central business districts with extensions planned. In 2010, the bus rapid transit system was introduced as an efficient, safe and affordable transport mode to help people move in and around the city quicker and cheaper. Gauteng's highway and road improvement projects have eased congestion experienced in the provincial road network, while public transport and non-motorized options are being expanded. People are capacitated to move and interact with socio-economic opportunities in various nodes and corridors. In support, Gauteng's 5 regions will see new developments that will consolidate economic anchors, creating jobs, supporting growth and development of SMMEs, while encouraging entrepreneurs to become industrialists. Key to the Central Corridor is strengthening its status as a financial hub, for which the Sandton and Joburg central business districts play a key supporting role. Johannesburg will also host the development of the BRICS Regional Development Bank. Linkages to the Central Corridor that support the wider Gauteng city region are critical in enabling broader opportunities. In the Northern Corridor, the knowledge-based economy will be enhanced through the expansion of the automotive sector in Roslyn and the surrounds, and enhancing the corridor as the national administrative capital. The manufacturing backbone of the Eastern Corridor will take advantage of the Aerotropolis, with seamless integration internationally and nationally through its rail, road and air infrastructure. The inland port of Tambo Springs will see the accelerated transformation of job creation for local communities and also address the movement of goods to keep up with the demands of an ever-growing population. The Southern Corridor will leverage the Vaal River system and agricultural potential for increased agro-tourism and champion development of the Vaal River City. The Southern Corridor will diversify its economy to create jobs, provide housing and regional leisure opportunities. While mining in the Western Corridor is becoming a sunset industry, both agro and aquaculture will be part of the new efforts to introduce higher economic activity. This corridor will also see the building of new solar power plants to inject much-needed reindustrialization of the area while taking advantage of the Lanseria Airport. As we move towards building an inspired, integrated, accessible and sustainable future, a new paradigm is emerging for Gauteng City Region 2030. Gauteng, a socially cohesive and integrated province where economically thriving communities live, work and play. This is the place where it all happens, where decisions are made and dreams are achieved. The Gauteng City Region. It starts here.